Okay, so welcome to my life. Okay, so it's actually good that we are here today. Okay, so I actually wanted to be sure that everyone can hear me. Okay, now for those people who don't know me, I am Value Bank and I am a book publisher. I'm a YouTuber. I'm also a content creator. Okay, so one of the reasons why I actually decided to do this live is because of few things. Okay, and number one, I have not gone live before. Okay, I have not gone live before. So if you are just joining this live, please make sure you share the live. That is the number one reason why I decided to go live. I just wanted how it feels to go live on YouTube to also educate people about what I do, which is book publishing, majorly book publishing. Okay, so another thing is that if you look at the description of this YouTube channel, the Value Bank TV, you see that one of my goal is to help 5 million persons. I think 1 million or 5 million persons in the 1 million persons in the next 5 years gain financial freedom. And I can't do that, or I can't achieve that only creating YouTube videos or doing WhatsApp or anything like that. One of the ways I can reach more people is to go live. That is why I came online to learn how to do this, so that I can get the financial freedom message to a lot of people. Now, for people who will be joining this live and you don't know much about Amazon KDP, you don't know much about book publishing, you don't know much about how you can create books to make money online, I will also be exposing those things and I will be breaking it down how you can achieve all this. You understand? Now, please, if you are just joining the live, just make sure you do well to share the live. And if you have any question, please just drop it on the comment section. So this is also a Q&A section. Okay, you can ask me any question about book publishing, not only Amazon KDP, any question about book publishing, not only Amazon KDP. So please you guys should share the live. So we are actually about 5 right now, so please you guys should share the live so that we can actually get more people to the live. Okay, share the live. Now we're actually going to be talking about how to build a 6-figure Amazon KDP business. For those people who don't know about book publishing, now if you look at my back, you'll see that we have a lot of books here, and I'm this kind of person that actually love reading a lot. Okay, so I invest a lot in books because I love knowledge. Now if you look at this book in my hands right here, you see that this book is called Copywriting Secret and it's being written by someone, an individual like you. Okay, this book is actually being written by an individual like you, and the anytime, and this person can actually decide to get this book, publish this book on platform like Amazon or Kobo or Apple Books or any publishing platform out there. And when someone actually purchases this book in those platforms, this author actually gets paid by that platform by dividing their royalty of this particular book with the author. So that is simply what book publishing is. So please make sure you share the live, so that we can actually get more people to this live, so that we can actually help a lot of people. Make sure you actually do well to share the live. Now, and if you have any question about book publishing, please drop it in the comment section. If you have any question about book publishing, drop it in the comment section. So make sure, let's take like 5 minutes to share the live. So please do well to share the live. Okay, do well to actually share the live. Let's take about 5 minutes. We'll start exactly 8:40. Okay, do well to share the live. And please make sure that you tap on the screen so that YouTube can also push this live to more people. Just make sure that you are tapping on the screen. Just like the video, like the live, give the live a like, please. Okay, just make sure that you give the live a like, and make sure that you share the live and invite more people. For people who actually want to gain financial freedom in 2025, if you are sharing this to them, it will become a blessing to them, because they will discover a new way of creating an income for themselves, you get, online, by using their mobile phone or their laptop. Okay, so let's just wait 4 minutes more. We'll kickstart the live. Please, if you have any question about Amazon KDP, book publishing, Draft2 digital, book blocking, any question at all, just make sure you drop it on the comment section. Okay, make sure you drop it on the comment section. Please make sure that you like the video, like the live, give the live a like so that YouTube can push the live to more people. Okay, in the next 1 minute we'll actually start up, and I'll be showing you how to build a 6-figure book publishing business as a newbie, as someone who has not been into book publishing before. You want to build this business. Okay, so please, okay, let's start. So today we'll actually be discussing how to build a 6-figure book publishing business on Amazon and on other platforms. Now, when I'm actually talking about other platforms, I'm talking about platforms like Apple Books, Kobo Books, Draft2 Digital, Google Play Books. These are other platforms that you can publish on. Now, for those who are just joining and you are not into book publishing, you don't know anything about publishing at all. Now, book publishing is simply publishing books on platforms like Amazon. For example, this author is a writer, is an author, is a publisher, right? Now he publishes this book on platforms like Amazon, which is the largest book publishing platform we actually have there. And he also publishes them on Kobo. He also publishes them on Apple Books. He also publishes them on Google Play Books. Now, anytime someone actually gets this book, people actually, those platforms pay this author a percentage of the price of that book that they have set on the platform. So that is simply what book publishing is. So the thing is that for you to actually build, because people are actually looking for means to build wealth online, people are looking for means to actually go out of poverty, people are actually looking for means to make money online. Some people can decide to go into affiliate marketing. Now, there are different ways to make money online. This is one of the ways, like one of the vehicles for you to actually make money online. Some people can actually decide to go into forex trading. Some people can decide to do YouTube, just the way I am doing right now. Now, this channel is a YouTube channel and it is monetized. Some people can actually decide to go into sales and marketing. You get, na selling of product like affiliate product. It might not necessarily be you being into affiliate marketing, but you sell stuff. You get, but most people also can decide to go into book publishing, which is what I'm into. Okay, now as a book publisher, I simply publish books on Amazon. And if I want to actually build a six-figure business, first of all I have to understand what book publishing is as a newbie. You get, now please, if you have any question about Amazon KDP, about book publishing, just drop it in the comment section below. I am here to answer all your questions. Okay, so one thing we should actually understand is you have to understand what book publishing is first of all if you are going into book publishing, and also you have to understand other platforms that you can leverage on if you are going into book publishing. You get, now for example, you stumbled on YouTube and you saw a video on how to actually make money online publishing books, and this video is actually showing you, okay, this is how this stuff works. You publish book on this platform, you upload your book, and you actually get paid while uploading your book. This is simply what you learn, you get, from this author. Now if you want to first of all build this kind of business, and you are someone who wants to go into this business, first of all the first thing you have to build is to build mindset and vision. Okay, a lot of people want to make money online. A lot of people want to make money online, but they want to make money online they get rich quick way. You get, and book publishing is not something that you can go into and the next day or the next week you've started making money. You get, there are a lot of things that you need to learn if you have to become very successful on your book publishing business. So something like how to create content, you have to learn it. You have to learn how to get profitable titles. You get, so if you don't understand all these elements, it will be very difficult for you to succeed as a book publisher. And that is why a lot of people actually do fail, because there are a lot of gurus out there that are teaching people different method of making money with book publishing. You get, now they can say, especially affiliate marketers, for people who promote these courses, now you will see someone actually promoting a course and you are telling the person that you are promoting the course to that you can make 500 in the next 1 week or 2 weeks of starting the business, which everyone actually knows that is a lie. You cannot make that kind of money 2 weeks into Amazon KDP, you get, or book publishing. First of all, you have to learn a lot of things. Now if you are going into platform like Amazon and you want to publish your book on Amazon, there are a lot of things that you also need to learn. First of all, you have to even understand the Amazon platform that you are going into, and a lot of people don't know this. You have to understand the Amazon platform that you are going into. You get, the how does book publishing work, what do I need to do, how do I create my account, how do I design my book covers. You get, now these are things that you need to learn, and there are a lot of skills that you need to learn when it comes to book publishing. You get, now first of all there is the skill of getting titles, profitable titles. You get, there is the skill of learning how to do a very good book cover. There is the skill of book description. There is the skill of optimizing your keywords and designing very well. Now if you don't have all these skills and you want to say in the next few weeks you want to make money, it's not possible. You get, so you need to understand that if I will be going into this business in 2025, there are some skills I need to learn. You get, and if I have to learn these skills, maybe I need to get a mentorship from someone who has a course, or get a mentorship from someone who can teach me one-on-one. Because you are going into a business and you want to make money on that business, you need to get adequate information about the business that you are actually going into. You get, now if you don't understand like the ins and outs of the publishing business that you are going into, it will be very difficult for you to like succeed in that business. That is why you need to like get mentorship. You need someone to actually mentor you. Now there are a lot of people who go into book publishing just by watching YouTube videos and they succeed, but you see that the percentage of these people are not much. These are people, is either you pay with time or you pay someone money to actually make the thing easy for you. You get. Now for example, there are a lot of courses out there. If you take a course like Stellar Book Publishing by Abraham Aijina, now this is a course that teaches you how to publish on Amazon KDP. You understand? Now if someone actually buys this course now, the first thing you have to do is to take your time to go through this course. Now when you've gone through this course, the next process you have to go to now is by implementing what you've learned in the course. Now that is what is called guidance. You get. Now you are trying to like build yourself on that kind of business. If it is YouTube you want to do, you will build yourself on how to create videos, how to edit videos, how to do this, how to publish videos and all that. But if it's book publishing, you have to train yourself on how to get titles, how to write the content, you have to get the content, how to make sure your content is free of plagiarism. You get. Now if you don't know all these things, it will be hard. So that is why it is important that you actually get. That is why if you watch my videos, I emphasize on it a lot. If you will ever succeed in anything book publishing, you need to know that, you see, someone needs to teach you how to do it. Like for example, I have a course called the Aggregator Dollar Blueprint. Now the Aggregator Dollar Blueprint actually teaches people how to publish book on platforms like Draft2 Digital, Ingram Spark, Google Playbook, and most of these platforms that they might not allow people in your region to publish books there. Now example, a platform like Draft2 Digital, for people who are having issues with Amazon, now these are for you. This video is for you people. Like what I'm actually talking about now is for you people. If you are having issue of account termination, book blocking, and maybe you are finding it difficult to make sales, you can actually leverage on the avenue of publishing on platform like Draft2 Digital. Now for example, if you get a Draft2 Digital account and you start publishing there, there are a lot of benefits that you are going to get, and that actually comes with like you publishing on this platform rather than Amazon. You understand? Now the reason why I created that course is because a lot of people are finding it difficult to succeed on Amazon, because Amazon has actually tightened their platform. It is now difficult for people to easily succeed. Now Amazon that we know 2022, that was not difficult. You can publish anything and you start selling immediately. Amazon has totally changed. You understand? Now for you to even do a book on a topic and you succeed is very hard. You get. Now for you to know like most of these things that can help you is, and you want to still make money in the publishing business, you have to now go into like publishing on platform like Draft2 Digital. Now what you have to also understand about Draft2 Digital is they also distribute your book to Amazon. You get. They distribute your book to Kobo, they distribute your book to Apple, and they distribute your book to a lot of platforms. They are especially their, for example, their print book that uses Ingram, which is Ingram Spark, which is owned by Ingram Spark. You understand? The Ingram Spark book, they distribute your books to over 40,000 retailers online and offline. You get. And your book actually has the opportunity to get listed in stores and people will actually buy your book physically. You get. So just imagine that you are publishing in this kind of platform now. You see that your chances of making money is very high, because a lot of people will be seeing your books that you want to sell. You understand that you've already written. But for you to actually succeed on Amazon right now, there are a lot of things that you need to do. And if you are having like maybe account termination issue, if you are not going like the Draft2 Digital route and you say, okay, Amazon is the platform that I want to publish my book on, you get. There are some things that you need to do. Like for example, if you've noticed that the region that you came from are having a lot of book blocking, account termination and all that, you can leverage on, if for example you have someone who lives in the UK, you have someone who lives in a country that they are not experiencing that book blocking or account termination, you can actually leverage on getting them to create an Amazon account for you. Now when they create this Amazon account for you, what you now have to do is they give you the login and you'll be the one operating the account. Now Amazon doesn't say that you should not operate two accounts, but you can't operate as a person two individual accounts. You cannot have two individual accounts, but someone can actually create this account for you because they are not interested in book publishing, and you go ahead and publish book there. But you, before you even go ahead and publish book there, you have to know how to do these things the right way, because where most people are having issues is because they are not having a good guidance. Will I say they don't have someone that will mentor them, tutor them, or teach them how to do this stuff. You get? So first of all, if you're actually getting value from this live, please make sure that you leave a fire emoji. I want to see a fire emoji. Okay, so going back, they don't like get proper mentorship from someone or maybe from a course. That is why they are having issues. A lot of people actually come to my DM and they will be like, sir, my account got terminated, this and that. Just from the way they speak, I know that okay, this person actually needs mentorship, and I just recommend it to them. And I'll just tell the person, see, for you to learn how to do this thing very well, you have to get a mentorship. You understand? And it doesn't mean that you have to get mentorship from me. Just get a mentorship, so that since Amazon book publishing is something that you have chosen to make money with, you should be able to at least have a good information about it before you even start creating your book. I have a video on YouTube that teaches you how to create an Amazon account, and some people can see this video, create an Amazon account, and that is it. They will go to my channel again, maybe go to other channels and learn how to write, and that is it. They will go to another channel and see that they have videos on how to upload videos, and that is it. You get? Now they forget the rules and regulation aspect of KDP, that most of these platforms that we have, they have rules and regulations that guides them. And if you don't know the do's and the don'ts of any platform at all, it will be very difficult for you to succeed, and that is why they run into issues. Now for example, Amazon can say that we don't want you to collect content from websites and put in your book and publish on our platform. You get? These are actually called plagiarized content. Now for someone who lands on YouTube, and for some who watch a video on YouTube, you might be seeing a video on YouTube, but the person that is explaining to you might not tell you that okay, you are not to take a content from maybe from Google or any website to put in your book and upload on Amazon. But what you just know that the person taught how to get content from most of those sites, and the person didn't show you the part that he plagiarized the content and all that, because he was just trying to create a video and upload on YouTube and maybe make money from it. But you that is into this thing now, that has called yourself a publisher, you have created this book, published this book on Amazon, and you see that book can actually lead to account termination. And you can also maybe come from this point of view now and publish a book. You don't know that on Amazon or any of these book publishing platforms, they used to check for trademark, and you go and publish a book and that book gets your account terminated. Now you come to someone like me and you come to my DM, and what most of these people actually do is when they come, they will tell you that I didn't do anything, Amazon just terminated my account. You understand? When you begin to have conversation with them, you discover that they are someone that they don't have a course. First of all, I have to ask them, do you go through any mentorship? Did you have a course? And they say no, that they just watch videos on YouTube. You get? So how can you now learn well when you just watch the video on YouTube or from someone who just wants to get views? You get? You see that you don't become like very good at book publishing this way. So you have to like get proper mentorship, you get, because for something like you looking for keywords, you need to understand that keyword is something that is very important when it comes to book publishing. But you might see someone do a video on how to publish book on Amazon, and they are doing full Amazon KDP course. Now they go to ChatGPT, they will go and get a topic from ChatGPT, maybe a self-help topic. Now they can go to ChatGPT now and tell ChatGPT, I want to write a self-help book, give me 10 different titles that I can sell on Amazon, and ChatGPT will generate these titles for them. ChatGPT will give you anything you ask it to give to you. ChatGPT will generate it for them, and the next thing they will tell ChatGPT, I want you to give me a table of content for this title, and ChatGPT will bring it out for them. Then the next thing that they will do is, okay, I want you to generate the first chapter of this book I'm writing. ChatGPT will also do the same. So they will carry this content now and go to their Google Docs, go to their Microsoft Word or WPS or Pages, and they go and format. Then the person that is watching this video thinking that, okay, a full Amazon KDP course that teaches me how to publish a book on Amazon, will now use that same method. And ChatGPT was the person that was the AI that generated this thing for you. And one thing you don't know, that most of the titles that you tell ChatGPT to generate for you, it might be something that has already been published on Amazon, and you don't know. And first of all, this person doesn't teach you how to check for trademark. He's just like doing a KDP course, a full KDP course. You understand? Now when you now do your own like that with the same process he did his own, you now publish, you go and have issues on Amazon, and maybe your account gets terminated just by following their process. You see that most of the thing, if you want to learn as a newbie or someone who has been into like if you have been into Amazon KDP before, you should get a course, or you should have someone who is mentoring you. But if you, the first thing you have to do first is to get mentorship. Just get someone. It might not be a course creator, but it might also be someone that is into Amazon KDP that is doing well. It should be someone that is into book publishing, that is publishing book at this period. You know that a lot of gurus are nowhere to be found because Amazon is terminating accounts, people are having issues, and the thing is that I don't even want to mention names, but a lot of gurus are nowhere to be found as I'm talking to you like this. You get? So they don't even have solutions. Now, first of all, in my inner circle mentorship, there is a video on how to create a KDP account that doesn't give you issue. Now, any book that you publish on this KDP account will go live. You understand? This is something I've tested. This is something that most of the students in my inner circle have tested, and they are publishing on this account and it's going live. You get? Now the thing is that a lot of people might not know this, and this is not something that I can share on YouTube and say, okay, do it like this, you will not be having issues on with your Amazon KDP business. Most of the things I might be talking about there might not be things I could share on YouTube. You understand? These are things I can actually share only people in my inner circle or people in my mentorship. You get? Now I also have the aggregator course that I've created the videos that teaches people how to publish on platform like Draft2 Digital. Now this is not something that I can come and put on YouTube. You get? Now, so if you want like a special mentorship, that person can now come to my DM and I can say, okay, this is like few days ago I decided to do help some few persons get into my mentorship by doing a discount. Now my aggregator dollar blueprint is something that is sold for 100,000 naira. You get? Now I have to give this course out for free because it was the first time I was talking about it, and the cost that like my inner circle mentorship that was 30,000, I have to discount it for 20,000. Now I have to pay to actually get into this mentorship at this period that I gave her this offer is just to pay 20,000 naira, $13, and they can get into this mentorship. First of all, they will get my course that is sold for 100,000 for free. they will get like most of the things that I talk about, that how to create an Amazon KDP account that is stress free, is also in that offer. You get? And you know that most people that will see that video will not take that offer. You get? They will not take that offer. So most people that actually wants to go, and you see some people will be coming to your DM and they will be telling you that, can you reduce the price to about 10,000 or $5? You understand? And it's crazy. Like for something that you charge, the cost of this stuff is 100,000 and you are giving it out for free, and for a course that you sell for about $21, 30,000 naira, you are actually give it out for $13, and you see that a lot of people cannot take advantage. That is where I now come into telling you that, first of all, if you want to make money online, you have to have the right mindset. You get? You have to make sure that you are this kind of person that you have decided that you want to make money online. Now if you have decided, it will be an important step for you to decide also to invest in yourself. You get? And one way for you to invest in yourself is for you to gather finance, to go and look for someone that can tutor you on that field that you want to go into. You get? Some people, you can actually get a lot of things for free. There are some people that can come to me and say, okay, this is my condition right now, I cannot afford this. The only thing I can actually tell them, just because I want to attach seriousness to what I will be showing them, I attach a price to it. I can tell them, okay, this is what we do. If you want to go into this book publishing business, just make sure that you save for it, because people that don't pay for anything don't pay attention. So if you pay for something because something has left you, you saw that thing as a sacrifice, you actually struggle to even get money to actually pay for that stuff, you'll be serious to learn that stuff. You get? Now if Amazon is a business, for example, your goal is to be making $1,000 every single month, it is that money you now paid that will now give you, I actually paid something for this, so I need to watch this course so that I can implement this, so that I can actually get the result I need, and I can actually build $1,000 business online. That means every month you'll be making close to $1,000 and above. You get? So you have to have that investment mentality in yourself, because one thing I actually believe is that self investment is the best investment you can ever invest. You understand? So you invest in actually growing yourself. As I am today, if I see a course that will show me something that I don't know about book publishing, that will increase my revenue just 1%, and that course is being sold for $1,000, I will actually get that course. Just 1%. You understand? Now there is a guy I'm talking to currently, and he's into audiobook publishing. Now when I actually went to his DM and I asked him about how he offers his mentorship, the price for that stuff, he told me $2,000 to actually do audiobook. Now if I've actually weighed this and I see that, okay, this is an information I need, and if what this person is saying, because the guy actually makes a lot of money, because he shows a lot of screenshots about his earning, doing about $19,000, $25,000, $30,000 with audiobooks every single month. You get? Now if I actually decide to invest $2,000 with this guy and learn what he knows, just imagine what will actually happen to like my earnings. Now I will not be earning money from my book publishing business on Amazon. I'll be earning from my book publishing business on other platforms, and also be earning from audiobooks that are published on other platforms also. Just imagine that even if I cannot average 25,000 a month on that audiobook, I must, with my knowledge on how to promote and sell, be doing 10,000 every single month. You get? Now you now see the $2,000 now is something I paid for once, and the income, the benefit that actually comes with it would be until I live on this earth, because as I expand my reach and I keep publishing audiobooks, a lot of people keep buying my books, that $10,000 that I'm paying every month can increase to 20,000. You get? So this is something you should also understand in about investment. So the first thing you have to understand is just understand that you need to invest in yourself if you are someone who is into book publishing. And please, if you have any question, just drop it in the comment section below. Okay, so understanding this fact is important. So if you want to actually go into Amazon KDP business and succeed, the first thing that is very important for you to learn, one of the first, I'll just discuss like 5 skills for you to learn if you want to actually go into this business. The number one skill for you to learn is keyword research. Yes, it is very important. Keyword research. You should actually understand how to do keyword research. And you, when it comes to Amazon or it comes to book publishing or anything on any platform, there is something people don't understand. There are a lot of people that actually go into book publishing and they say, okay, I want to publish based on my passion. You get? That is where they first miss it. I want to publish based on my passion. I want to go into a niche I love. And in this publishing business, you don't go into a niche you love or based on your passion. Maybe you love novels and you now decide to go into novels. No, if you don't know how to succeed in that novel, don't even go into it. So the first thing you want to learn how to do is to know what people buy. You get? The first thing you have to learn how to do is know what people are willing to buy. What keyword are you going to write on Amazon that people will want to spend money on? That is, anytime that you're actually doing like fully, you are into Amazon KDP now, and I know that most of the people that are actually watching this video are into book publishing. You understand? So if you don't know what people buy, it will be very difficult for you to make sales. Now there are some people that are into book publishing and they have published, like they are into book publishing for 2-3 years now. These guys have actually done about 200 books, and you see their dashboard every month is reading $20 to $50. And it's crazy, you cannot have 200 books and the only thing that you are making is $20 to $50. It's like a great evidence that you don't know what you are doing. You get? So you have to understand how to get profitable keywords that people are spending money on. And one thing I've actually made known in this channel and in my inner circle is this: if that keyword that you are writing on don't have low competition and high demand, then high search volume, don't even write about it. Now if you decide now you to getting a topic, now you've gotten this topic, the step for you to do is now is to go to Amazon. Now when you go to Amazon, you begin to validate that keyword that you've gotten. You get? Now one of the checklist now is, first of all, you check for trademark. Any time that you're actually going into getting keywords that you want to write on, the first thing you want to do is check for trademark. You get? Check for trademark. This is very important, and this is where a lot of people miss it. Now there is someone that actually entered my DM, and the topic that he wants to write about is on tech. Right? He has actually, the topic is part 1, part 2, part 3. You get? Like a series book. And I now asked him, have you checked for the profitability? So what he literally wanted was me to confirm if that keyword that he wants to write is something that he should write on. You get? So I now looked at the keyword, the way the keyword is. Only looking at it, I now asked him, have you checked for trademark or the profitability of this keyword? You get? Now he now said, yeah, yes, he has checked. He has checked that he meets all the standard. I now asked him, have you checked for the trademark of this keyword? He never checked for trademark. He now went to check for trademark, and he discovered that the major keyword there was trademarked. The main title of that particular book he wants to write was trademark. You get? Now just imagine that this person actually go and write this book on Amazon, publish it, you see that account termination straight. And these days Amazon, no dey happy. You get? So once you actually make one mistake, your account is gone. So the first thing you need to check, if you have seen a keyword and you are excited that you have seen a keyword, first of all, go and do trademark check. Now if you've checked for trademark, you take that keyword that you've seen, take it to Amazon. You get? Now what I'm trying to teach you now is not how not to waste your time on keywords on books you want to write, because a lot of people waste their time. Some people, it might actually take you like 2 weeks to pull out one book. You get? 2 weeks to actually pull out one book from the skill you have acquired, how good you are at what you actually do. It might actually take you 2 weeks. Some people it will take them 1 week, some people it take them 3 days, some people it might actually take them 1 day. It actually takes me a day to do. I can do 3 books in a day because I have the skill. You understand? Because I know what I need to do. I know how to get the contents, I know how to get everything, I know how to get my book covers ready and everything. You get? I already have a template for it, so it's easy for me to do like 5 books a day and it will be very fine. The book, everything will actually come out well, from the formatting to the book covers to the getting of titles to the description and everything to uploading the book. I can actually do 5 books in a day. This is a skill and I can do it in a day because I've actually built templates for them. You get? But for someone who is not too, you are not too skilled on this, it might actually take you about a week, you understand, to like pull out a book. Now you don't want to waste a week or some people it takes them 1 month to even write a book. Now you don't want to actually wait like a long time to actually pull out a book and you discover that the book that you created will not sell. You get? That is why it's very important, like the title, that keyword is very important. That first step that you need to take, and that you say, okay, I want to go and do a book on Amazon that I'll upload on Amazon. I want to get keywords, and you start getting this keyword. You don't want to publish that book and you discover that it's trademark. You don't want to publish that book and you discover that this book will not sell because you do not confirm the demand and the supply, the competition of that book. How many people have actually written a book on that particular title? You get? So you want to understand this thing first, which is the first thing I said. You go and check for profitable keyword. Make sure that whatever you are doing, that book is a book that has low competition and high demand. High demand actually means that people are buying it on Amazon, so you have to validate it. There should be a process of validation. So the third thing now you need to do if you want to actually create a great book that will sell is do a proper market research. What are people actually saying about that particular book? You now have to go to Amazon. You look at the books that's been written already on that particular keyword. How are the competitors, the people that you are going to compete with, doing on that particular keyword? How many reviews do they have? What are people saying on the comment section, like the review section of that book? So you pick out maybe 3 to 5 competitors. You check what they have done with their book covers. You check what they have done with their book description. You check what they have done in getting reviews, because you need social proof for you to sell well on Amazon. And most people also don't know how to do this. You get? So first of all, if you've gotten your keyword, validated it, you check for trademark, you've now discovered that okay, this is a I should write on. The next thing is for you to go to proper market research on how to get your content. It is from you checking bad reviews and good reviews, you now say okay, this is what people are complaining about this particular keyword. So this is something there is something I can do different here that will make my book sell more than these other people. You get? Now if you now have this information, you are now sure that 1, I have gotten a very profitable title, I have validated it on Amazon that it will sell. 2, I have checked for trademark and I know that this keyword is free of trademark. 3, I have done my market research and I know what people want to get in this book. Now 3, 4, you can now go and create this content. You understand? And for you to create this content, you have to make sure that your content, if you are using AI, you have to make sure that you create this content in a way that it sounds human. You get? You create this content in a way that will be engaging. You create the content in a way that it will suck people in. You get? it will suck people in into what you are actually doing. When people read your book, they will want to be rereading it, they want to recommend it to more people. You understand? So after creating this book, the next step now is to optimize. And how do you optimize? You begin to go and look for the book covers of your competitors. You see what they have done. Now this is how I actually literally write my books. It's very easy this way. I will see what my competitors have done and create at least 3 versions of a book cover that is better than my competitors own. From the 3, I will now choose one which is the best of them. I will now upload on Amazon. You understand? Now and you have to understand that book cover is something that makes people click on your book. So if your cover is not very beautiful, you will not get clicks. Your book can be on page 1 and not be clicked. People will just see that book cover, this person, because it is from your book cover. You know, it is actually being said that they don't judge a book by its cover, but if you are into the publishing business, people actually judge a book by their cover. If your book is not beautiful, just forget it. You have wasted your time also. Which means the keyword you actually looked for, people are seeing your book is a good keyword. Every market research you did was just a waste because of bad book cover. You get? So you have to make sure that your book cover is very, very top notch. Look at what your competitors have done and create your own. You get? Another thing is your book description. And all these insights, you'll be getting them from your competitors because you already know what they have kept there. So if you now want to write a description, you write a description that will be better than what they have written. And another thing now is to learn. There is something called giving an offer. It is from your competitor because you have to look at their table of content during your market research. Now when you look at your competitor's table of content, you can now pick out like a lot of things that you need to add in your book. Now this becomes your unique selling point, where you can actually sell in your description and say, okay, this is what you're actually going to be getting in this book as a bonus, and it's what is not in any of your competitors' book, and it's something that those people that are searching for that keyword actually needs. And this information, you actually get it through your market research. You get? Now when you've actually gotten it, it becomes now very easy for you to create a bestseller book. The next thing now for you to do is to go to Amazon. After you've created your book, you've done everything, is to know that, okay, I need to upload my book. Now another mistake people actually now do make here is uploading this book and thinking that is all they need to do. They have looked for a good keyword, they have done great book covers, book description, and they uploaded the book like that. What they have to now wait now is sales. You will not sell. You get? Because the first minute you upload your book on Amazon, that book actually goes into a vetting process. And that vetting process is this book so good enough that we should push this book to a place that people can actually see it? You understand? Is your book so good that they should push your book to places that people can see and buy? And Amazon actually wants a book that can make them money and also make you money. So what will you now do? You now do what is called a book launch. Now what I'm actually sharing with you in this live is something that I'm not supposed to share freely, but because we are in this live, I will actually give it to them for free. And if you are enjoying this live, please, I want to see a fire emoji in the comment section, please. Okay, now you've uploaded your book. You can decide to do something called a book launch, which I said. Now your book launch can be 1 week, your book launch can be 2 weeks, your book launch can be in a month. It is called your book launch period. You understand? Now the recommendation that I will give to you is your book launch should not be less than 2 weeks. Don't go for 7 days. You will not get the metrics to actually make your book succeed. You understand? Now when you upload a book and that book is on Amazon, the next thing for you to do is to go and gather social proof. Social proof is the review, the 5-star and everything that you are seeing in that book. You understand? Now when you gather this social proof, the next thing for you to do now is to optimize that book, so that when you want to show that book to more people through Amazon ads, your book is now ready and it has all the elements that can make it sell. Your book cover is top notch. Now it is in during your launch period you begin to gather reviews. Now there are some people that can review your book by reading your book for free. You understand? It is during that process Amazon now gives you like 5 days to promote your books, and when you put your book on free promotion, people get your books for free. If your book is well written, you might get organic reviews by those people that have actually collected your book for free. Do you understand? Now there are some websites that you can actually go and list your book and people read your book. Now Amazon customers, they read your book and they enjoy the book, so from there they will go and leave review, and the review these people might actually leave might be a positive or negative review according to how good your book is. So if you have written a book that is trash, they will go and drop a 1-star review and that book might not see success. That is why when you are creating your book, because it is step by step, when you are creating your book, you should make sure that you create a quality book. In my inner circle, it is called an irresistible book. A book that when people read it, it sucks them in. A book that is engaging. A book that someone can easily recommend. You understand? So if you now begin to gather reviews during your launch period after you've uploaded your book, you now get social proof, and the more social proof you get, the more chances you have of making sales, because the books that you actually did research on already have these things that I'm talking about. Another thing that you should optimize your book on is what is called A+ content. So when you upload your A+ content on Amazon, it's something that will show people, okay, like it is from your A+ content you begin to show people how your book looks on the inside. It now portrays your book more, it gives your book more value. Now this is during your launch period, and the reason why this is during your launch period is because if you do a launch period of like 2 weeks, it takes about like few weeks before, or a week and plus before Amazon approves your A+ content. Now it is after Amazon have approved your A+ content and you've gathered a lot of social proof, which is review, you can now decide to go for the third stage of your book launch, which is running Amazon ads. Now at this point your book is ready to be shown to more people. You get? Now what will be happening to your book as you are optimizing it? You'll be seeing success. First of all, if people are reading your book for free because you kept it on free promotion and maybe you added that book to Amazon KDP Select, people will be reading your book and they will be giving you small cents. You understand? Now from there, if they enjoy the book, they will buy your book because that book is on free promotion. They might go and buy your paperback. You get? Another thing that will be happening to that book is people will be leaving review on that book, because you've now gathered a lot of these things. You can now say, okay, my A+ content has been approved. I've gathered a lot of social proof, which means I can compete with my competitors. Sorry, I just had a call. So any category that you actually find yourself, you understand? Now because you have all these elements, the next step, if you now run ads and Amazon begin to show your book to more people because you have optimized everything and you start running ads, immediately your book starts being shown to more people. You see that you start selling, especially if the keywords you chose are keywords that are related to your book and are keywords that you have confirmed. When people search for that keyword, your book will show and they will buy. you begin to pick up sales. Now after maybe the 2 weeks of your book launch, you can now off the ad first and to see if your book will pick up organic sales. If you are someone that actually has money and you want to sell more books, and you are confident in yourself that you've created a book that is better than every other book in the market, people, you can now go ahead, you can decide to run your ads for months, because the more people see your book, and if it's a keyword that sells, the more money you'll be making. And if you are someone who knows how to optimize ads very well and knows how to actually get keyword, you might be spending less money and be making a lot of money. You get? And making a lot of money. You understand? So understanding like these elements are things that you cannot just get on YouTube. Like most of the things I've actually explained, the launch secret, like this thing I'm actually telling you now is something called a launch secret. You get? It's something called a launch secret, and it takes step by step, and it comprises, okay, there is how to do this, there is how to also build a community, there is something called a launch team. You get? There is something called a launch team that you actually need to understand. You get? So if you don't like know all this stuff, it is very easy for like, so if you are watching this live right now and maybe in the next few hours, right, I'll be doing for you the offer I gave out, understand, I'll be also giving it out for you for free. You understand? So all you need to do is to send me a DM on Telegram. Now if you go to any of my videos, you will see the link to my Telegram community. Now this offer is only for 2 persons, okay, and it will actually close in the next 12 hours. That means by 7 a.m. the offer will be closed. You get? Now the reason why I'm actually doing this is because this is the first time I'm doing a live, and people actually joined and actually watched this live. So for the first 2 persons that will come to my DM right now and say they need the inner circle mentorship, they will be getting the course for a discounted price. You understand? So instead of paying $447, which is what all the bonuses I will actually be giving to you, including the inner circle mentorship, actually cost, what you only be paying is $13 or 20,000 naira in the next 12 hours. So by 9 tomorrow, this offer will be gone. Now I want you to, if you have any question, you can actually drop your questions in the comment section. I am actually ready to take your questions. So if you are ready, just drop your questions in the comment section. Any question you actually have about book publishing, Draft2 Digital, Amazon KDP, book blocking, you can actually drop them right now. Okay, so I will be waiting for you. Just any question you actually have, you need to ask me. You've been thinking in your mind, if I could actually talk to Value Bank one-on-one, I will ask him this question about book publishing. You might actually get a grace of getting an answer, and if it's what I cannot answer you here, I will give you as a gift of answering it in my DM. So if you have a question on book publishing, just do well to drop it now on the comment section, because this live is actually soon going to come to an end. Okay, so if you have your questions, make sure you drop it on the comment section. And if you also want to take this offer, you know someone that wants to start Amazon KDP, you can also send this to them about the offer, because the offer will be ending 9 a.m. the morning tomorrow. Okay, so actually I want to say a very big thank you for everyone that have actually joined this live. I know this is my first live, and I don't know how awkward this is because I will have to watch the replay. Okay, but I'll try as much as I can to be doing this consistently, maybe taking it topic by topic and dealing with it. Topics about book blocking, like topic on book publishing, every week, every single week, and we'll be dissecting a lot of things about. Most of the time I might decide to like share my screen with you guys to actually explain to you what you need to understand about that particular topic that we'll be talking about. So if you join the live, thank you so much, and I will see you in my next live, in my next YouTube live. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the Value Bank YouTube channel. Make sure you share the live also, because it will be re-uploaded to the channel. And make sure that you also share the offer information to people who decide to actually grab it. Maybe you have someone who wants to actually go into book publishing, just share it to them. Thank you so much for being here with me, and as always, I am Value Bank, and I will be rooting for you all from afar. God bless you guys. See you on the next one.